Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to do one of my most favorite videos that I do every year, which is to talk about summer to fall transition fragrances. This is my absolute favorite time of year. I love going into fall or autumn, as it's usually referred to by most people in the rest of the world. And we used to call it autumn too when I was young, and just over the years it's turned into fall. We just call it fall. I think that happened because of the retail side of things. All of the stores like to say fall, and so I think that that's how it, that's how it came. But anyways, I've got 12 different fragrances here. There are going to be two parts to this. Each part I'm going to talk about 12 different fragrances. I feel like my entire collection, or most of my collection, consists of transition type fragrances because I'm always looking for warm, cozy perfumes. I don't care if it's like 100 degrees out, I still want a warm, cozy perfume. I'm just not one that loves lighter, hot weather, appropriate type perfumes. Those aren't my jam. So yeah, this is why this is one of my favorite videos to film, because I love these types of fragrances. They are my favorite. Anyways, I've got 12 different perfumes here and I'm going to jump right in. So the first one is Dior Pure Poison, and I enjoy this fragrance more in cooler weather than I do hot weather. I will wear it in the heat and it smells amazing in the heat, but it smells better in the cooler weather and it lasts so much longer. Like, it performs way better in cooler weather as well. So this is my favorite time to wear this because it's still a really beautiful, clean white floral that's very hot weather appropriate, but it's also got this gorgeous, warm coziness about it that just takes you seamlessly into the cooler weather months, into fall, and I absolutely adore it. In fact, I rarely pull this out and wear it in the summertime. I usually wait until it starts to cool off in the fall to wear it, but it's a perfect transition fragrance. I love it. So anyways, that is Dior Pure Poison. Next, we have this fragrance. Can be worn any time of year. It might be a little bit heavy for summer, but I love it. I'll wear it in the summer, but I really, really love this one as a transition fragrance because to me, this is like, it's a pretty heavy perfume. Let me tell you what we're talking about. We're talking about Mugler Alien. This is a pretty heavy perfume. It's a jasmine. I say jasmine loosely because it doesn't smell like any jasmine you've ever smelled before. But it is like a really beautiful jasmine, like floral perfume. So it's great in the hot weather. But to me, this is like, you're moving into cold weather months. I adore this. I've worn this in really high heat and it does just fine, but I really prefer it this time of year. I really love it as a transition fragrance. Mine, thankfully, this is the original formulation. I've heard mixed things about this. I've heard that the new formulation is bad. I've heard it's totally fine, that people can't tell a difference. So I just don't know, but I'm gonna hold on to this bottle for as long as I can because I don't want to have to find out what the new formulation is like. But yeah, this to me is the perfect transition fragrance. It's an absolute beast, lasts forever, and it's just perfect. So anyways, that is Mugler Alien. This next one, it's funny because I picked this up last fall and I found out very quickly that this fragrance needs a little bit of heat to bloom, but it can't be too hot or it will just eat it. The heat will just totally eat it up. But it doesn't perform super well in cold weather either. So this is the ultimate transition fragrance. It needs just a little bit of heat in the air. So the best temperature for this kind of fragrance is like somewhere between like 70 and 80 degrees. If it gets any hotter than, I would say probably between 70 and like 78 degrees. If it gets much hotter than like the 70s, it's too hot for this. If it gets much colder than the 70s, it's too cold for this and this just won't perform very well. But if you wear it right in that like perfect transitional sweet spot, it performs really well and it smells amazing. This is a fragrance from Jean-Louis Sherrer and this is called Immense Pour Femme. Oh, this is a beautiful, kind of like 2000s smelling perfumey vanilla. Perfumey, like ambery vanilla. It's kind of light, but it's still a really warm, cozy, ambery vanilla fragrance. It's definitely not a heavy perfume at all. I don't know, this is a weird one and it's hard for me. This one's kind of hard to explain, but I really love it because it's got kind of a vintagey smell to it, but it's, you know, but it's not anything that I would like label vintage. It smells kind of 2000s to me. And if you wear it in the right weather, like I said, somewhere in the 70s, you'll get a good 5 or so, I'd say 4 or 5 hours out of this. I love it. It's a perfect transition fragrance, and I have been waiting all year because I tried wearing this in the middle of the summer and it was just too hot. The heat just like destroyed it. So I've been waiting all year patiently to be able to pull this out because I love this fragrance. So anyways, that is Jean-Louis Sherrer Immense Pour Femme. Okay, next is a Valentino fragrance. This is Valentino Donna Acqua, and I love this. I'll wear this in the heat, but I prefer this as a transition fragrance going into the fall. This is like pear and almond. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a sweet pear and almond fragrance. I have the generic perfumes oil that smells identical to this. I'm gonna layer the two to get more time out of this because in the heat, this one, I can get a good 4-ish hours out of it or so. 4 to 5 hours, I would say. It's kind of like the Jean-Louis Sherrer though. Once it starts getting cold, but not too cold, it really blooms. It performs super, super well in, I would say, weather like in the 70s. It's just an absolutely stunning fragrance. I love this. I need to give this a good test with layered over the oil. And I will let you guys know what the combination is like, but this is just a stunning fragrance. It's yummy and kind of slightly gourmand, but still a little perfumey. It's sweet, kind of candied smelling. I just adore it. It smells incredible. Sadly, it's long discontinued, hard to find, but if you really want it and you can't find a bottle or you don't want to pay like ridiculous prices, definitely check out the generic oil. It's really, really spot on. So anyways, that is Valentino Donna Acqua. Okay, next we have a Guerlain fragrance. This is my favorite time of year to wear this fragrance too. This is Guerlain, Guerlain Florale. And I found this perfume I got it from the Ulta website on sale for like $25 one year. It's been years and years ago. This is my favorite version of Guerlain. It's just a little bit sweeter and has maybe a little bit less lavender in it than the original. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore the original, but the Florale version is so gorgeous. Yeah, I would say maybe a little bit less lavender and it's a little bit sweeter, maybe a little bit more vanilla heavy. It's stunning. I absolutely adore this fragrance. It is perfect as a transition fragrance because it's still light enough that you can wear it in the heat, but it's warm and cozy, and then with the vanilla in the base, it's just like, it's perfect for going into fall. So yeah, I adore this one, and this one lasts forever. I can get a good 6 or 7 hours out of this or so. I mean, it performs really, really well. I have good luck with all of the Guerlains though, the ones that I have. I really enjoy them. So anyways, that is Guerlain Florale. This next one, this is like the ultimate transition fragrance. This is from Ralph Lauren, and this is Ralph Lauren Tender Romance. This is a gorgeous pear, ginger, vanilla. Oh my gosh. But mostly you get pear and ginger when you first spray it. To me, this smells like a delicious dessert, but it's still light enough that it can be worn in the heat, but super warm, sweet, cozy, and perfect for moving into the fall. Such an incredible fragrance. This is another one that sadly has been long discontinued. This one's getting much harder to find, which is so sad. Yeah, at some point I am gonna look for a backup bottle of this because I absolutely adore this fragrance. It's so good. Love it. Perfect transition fragrance. This is my favorite time of year to wear this one because again, it's I don't know, it's not too heavy in the heat, but I feel like, you know, weather in like the 70s and colder is probably best for this one. But I just love it. Perfect transition fragrance. So that is Ralph Lauren Tender Romance. This next one, I'll wear this any time of year. I love wearing this in the dead of the summer because it's such a cozy scent. But the person who sent this to me sent it to me last fall, and I fell in love with this as like a summer to fall transition fragrance. This is Dior Dune. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is kind of a slightly dry, spiced, warm, woody fragrance. It's beautiful. It's really, really warm. It's dry, warm, woody, and spicy with a little bit of sweetness to it. I'm gonna try layering this over just like a plain vanilla lotion because I just have a feeling that this paired with vanilla would just be incredible. But it's perfect. I just wore this in like the dead of the summer. It's beautiful in the heat, but maybe because it was sent to me in the fall, it just reminds me of the fall. And the color of the bottle, the color of the liquid, like everything about it just kind of screams fall. It's gorgeous. Cannot wait to wear this one. And it's got a beautiful like perfuminess to it. It's just gorgeous, so good. So, and this is an absolute beast. Dune this is the reformulation. Somebody also sent me a bottle of the original formulation, which I cannot wait. In fact, when I wear this, I will probably test the original formulation because I have not worn it since she sent it to me, and I am so excited. Yeah, lasts absolutely forever. Even this reformulation is a beast on me. I can get a good 8+ hours out of this. It's amazing. So anyways, that is Dune from Christian Dior. Okay, this next one, I love this one in the heat, but for me, this is a perfect transition fragrance. I enjoy wearing this more in the fall months. It's a little too light for winter, and the heat can be a little bit much for this one, but it's a perfect transition scent for me. This is Cacharel Noa. This is such a strange little scent, and it performs so well. This one performs well on me any time of year, but I love it going from summer to fall. This is such a strange little scent. It's got a little bit of greenness to it. It's sweet. I don't know, it's kind of a sweet, musky scent. It's got a little bit of coffee in it. It's got some flowers in it. It's a strange little scent, but I absolutely adore it. This is one of those that is like kind of like a Your Skin But Better type scent, but a little bit stronger than like a Your Skin But Better. But definitely kind of like a Your Skin But Better scent. It's beautiful. It's really light and delicate and very feminine smelling, and it's just beautiful. It's kind of ethereal. It's gorgeous. I need to make another video talking about ethereal fragrances because I've got some more in my collection now and I don't think I've done an ethereal video for a while, but this is definitely like a really beautiful kind of ethereal fragrance. Yes, I love it. It's very wispy, clean, but with that weird kind of greenness to it. I don't know. I love it, and I absolutely adore the bottle. So pretty. So anyways, that is Cacharel Noa. This next one, I knew when I got this scent that this was gonna be a perfect transition scent. This is from Dreamhouse Ikiryo, and this is called Bees and Butterflies. And this is the most beautiful, warm, kind of slightly sweet, honeyed floral scent. I love it. It's super unique. It doesn't smell like anything I've ever smelled before, but it's got such a warm coziness to it. It's like wearing this scent is like getting a warm hug. It is fantastic. This is probably one of my most worn Dreamhouse Ikiryo scents. I wear this one to bed a lot because it's very cozy and comforting. It's definitely fine in the heat. It holds up really, really well in the heat. It's not too heavy to wear in hot weather, but it's perfect for moving into fall. It's heavy enough to be a fall fragrance. It's like a warm honeyed floral. stunning. I absolutely adore this. Like I said, I wear this one to bed pretty often, but yeah, I'll start wearing this one more like as my scent of the day as we get further into the fall. So anyways, I mean, pretty much every single Dreamhouse Ikiryo scent, in my opinion, could be a good transition scent because they're all warm and cozy, and I mean, almost all of them hold up just fine in the heat. I've been wearing all of my Dreamhouse Ikiryo fragrances all spring and summer. They would all make amazing transition scents. So anyways, that is Dreamhouse Ikiryo Bees and Butterflies. Okay, next we have, oh gosh, I love this. And I think this is another one that this was sent to me in last fall. And so I think in my mind, this is always going to be like a fall scent or like a transition scent going into fall. This is Cacharel Yes I Am, and I love this. This is such a fun, sweet, fruity, like effervescent, warm, kind of syrupy. Yeah, not effervescent. Yeah, it is kind of effervescent, but it's also syrupy, which is a weird combination. But it smells incredible. It's sweet and youthful and fun and syrupy and cozy, and will forever remind me of fall because that's when it was sent to me. And I love the person who sent this to me so much. So I think about her every time I see this, every time I use it, and this is my most favorite time of year, and this will always remind me of this time of year. So yeah, perfect transition scent because this can definitely be worn in the heat. It's light and fruity and sweet enough that it holds up just fine in the heat, but it's also super fun and cozy and warm and syrupy, so it definitely gives you, you know, kind of fall vibes. I love it. I've got 4 different fragrances from the Yes I Am line, and they're all so good. The chocolate one would make a really good transition scent too. But anyways, that is Cacharel Yes I Am. This one also performs like a beast. You can put this on one time and you are good. You will get a good 8 hours out of this at least. It's perfection. So anyways, that is Cacharel Yes I Am. Next, this is a fragrance again that can be worn any time of the year. It wears beautifully in the heat, but I love this. This fragrance reminds me of Halloween. It reminds me of the fall. I love it as a transition scent because it's light enough and wears perfectly fine in the heat, but is such a yummy, cozy transition scent. This is Michel Germain Sugarful. And this is the time of year that I pulled this scent out. I love this. This smells like candy. It smells like sweet tarts that have been soaked in vanilla extract or something, like vanilla sweet tarts. I love it. It's so tart and fruity and bright, but at the same time, it's so fun and cozy and warm. And I love it. And it is a perfect transition scent. This will easily take you from summer into fall. Again, it reminds me of Halloween. I just love everything about this. And the little bottle is like perfume in a Halloween costume. It's so cute. So anyways, that is Michel Germain Sugarful. And then last but not least is a fragrance from Pearla Nera. And this perfume is so beautiful. This is another one that I found does better in kind of moderate, you know, like temperate weather, not too cold, not too hot. This is a fragrance called Ataraxia. And the only thing that I can really compare this to is Black Opium, but it doesn't really smell like Black Opium. It definitely is its own fragrance. And it definitely has that beautiful kind of Middle Eastern smell to it. It's not too heavy. It's warm and a little bit fruity and a little bit floral. And definitely has some like caramel or praline or something in the base, maybe a little bit of coffee. It's gorgeous. It reminds me a little bit of Black Opium, but like a lighter version. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's a perfect transition scent because now this one won't hold up in really high heat, but if you're in like, you know, light heat, I would say like in the 70s, it's beautiful. It's warm and cozy, but it's still bright enough and light enough to be worn in moderate heat. It's beautiful. It's cozy. This one doesn't perform super well. I can get maybe 3 or 4 hours out of this before I would need to reapply, but I love it. It's such a yummy, like kind of slightly gourmand leaning, but still perfumey, warm, cozy, sweet scent. It's gorgeous. I love this one. So anyways, that is from Pearla Nera, and that is called Ataraxia. And that is gonna be it, guys. There will definitely be a part 2 to this because these are my favorite videos to make. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.